Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Reason with Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt. I'm Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt, and on this show we talk about local current affairs happening right here in Jamaica. I'm here broadcasting live from Kingston, Jamaica. So as you come in, just tell me where you're connecting from. Of course, I'll see your name, and if this is the first time you're watching me, just tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Alright, if it's the first time you're watching me, I am Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt, and I'm a journalist. I've been a journalist for at least six years now, and I do this show every week to help Jamaicans right across the world to just know exactly what's happening in Jamaica. I know you saw the caption, and I'm pretty sure that you're ready to discuss it with me because you saw the news story. Alright, so as you come in, just tell me where you're connecting from. Right, let me get the other phone. You see, this program getting better and better and better and better. Oh gosh, let me pull up this program on my other phone so that I can see your comments as you come in. All right, so I'm pretty sure some of you would have seen the story, but if you haven't, we are going to talk about the social distancing issue, because how it is now, we're having an issue with social distancing in Jamaica. Obviously, Jamaicans don't understand what is social distancing, to be honest, right? And I'm making this statement based on what I'm seeing happening over and over again. Boy, you guys are quiet today. So as you come in, just tell me exactly where you're connecting from. Today we are talking about the Jamaican pastor who actually, and I'm trying to pull this up so that I can get your so that I can see your comments live. All right, hold on. Turn down this. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're talking about the Jamaican pastor who basically held church at her house. So this is exactly what she did. She had a gathering of over 50 Jamaicans, right, just recently at her house. Based on information that Jamaica Constabulary Force received, they went there, and basically she was charged, right? Or she will be charged. I'm still following the story. My concern, and this is and the background behind this is this, right? The Jamaican government, based on the rising number of confirmed cases of COVID-19, has decided to tell the citizens of the country that we will not allow you guys to be on the road gathering more than 10 of you in one space. It's not safe. The virus that is being transmitted, it's person-to-person contact, so we're trying to limit that. They have also instituted a curfew. The curfew they'll give an update on the curfew on the 8th of April, which is in this week, right? We're still on the curfew, and the curfew runs from 8 p.m. at night to 6 a.m. in the morning. So all of that is in place, and this Jamaican pastor decided on her own to host church at her house because here's now my interpretation of why it was held at her house, and you guys can share some feedback. Okay, I see Mitri joining from Texas. I'm still doing the same thing that I shouldn't be doing. Let me look here. All right, Gregory from South Florida. Hi, Sky. Good evening, Sky. Where are you connecting from? I'd love to know. So, this is my reasoning behind it, right? She decided to host the church at her house because the government has put in place a restriction on public gatherings. So, no church services in a physical space. I mean, so many other pastors have found creative ways to continue fellowshipping, right? But this woman seems very determined to have her members in one space. Over 50 Jamaican people right there in a house in Portmore, St. Catherine. All right. So when I saw the story, without a doubt, I was just so astonished because, all right, say for instance, she really just wanted some, I don't know, support physically, maybe 2 or 3 people, and you have a prayer meeting, and of course maintaining the social distance policy. 50, first of all, how you hold 50 people in your house? You understand? It must be a mansion. It must be a mansion. Watching from Georgia, who is this? Rafi Maddox. Hi Rafi. Maxine Chang from Tampa. Dehana says, hi from Bermuda. I'm Canadian but spending maternity leave with grandparents in Bermuda. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. What's the situation like in Bermuda re-COVID-19? Davidson Buchanan joining from Ocala, Florida. Alright, that's new for me. I haven't heard of that place. Well, this is the first time I'm hearing of that place. And Sonia there from Salisbury, Maryland. I really appreciate you guys coming in and sharing where you're connecting from. I want to hear your thoughts as you come in. We are talking about the Jamaican pastor who decided to allow over 50 Jamaicans to disobey the Jamaican government, right? I say not a Jamaican. Well, it's on Jamaicans.com. We're streaming live right here on Jamaicans.com Facebook page. So she decided to host church at her house with over 50 of her church members. Her reasoning, we are waiting to hear that, right? I don't know if some of her church members will come to her defense, but my concern is that the extent at which you will go to disobey something that is important for public health, right? Mitri says public is out of the question. However, you can have 10 people or perhaps more on digital. Actually, I was in a meeting with over 40 people on digital. So trust me, when I tell her that she could have had church on Zoom, she could have probably have church on Zoom, she could have probably have church on Skype, right? She is joking. And I'll share some of my thoughts with you, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Big up Terry joining from Oakland. Oakland, which part of Oakland? There's an Oakland in Jamaica now. So which part, where is that? Maria says idiots are Christians too. Maria said that, I didn't. Angela says all of them should be charged, members and all. That's an important consideration, Angela, and I'm glad you brought it up, right? I want to hear some more thoughts. And if you're just joining the live, we're talking about the Jamaican pastor who decided to host church at her house with over 50 Jamaicans. And be reminded now, and I'm pretty sure you're quite aware that Jamaican government has instituted a ban on public gatherings, right? If you do gather, it should be no more than 10 people, right? Oliver says, Miss Beautiful, all is great in Washington DC. All is great. That's very good. I was speaking with one of my regular viewers over the weekend, and she was basically explaining that she's in Washington DC, but she's so worried because she's really close to, well, she's in Washington. She's really close to where she lives, is really close to New York, and the situation in New York is getting very, 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 very serious. So she's worried that she may be drastically or fatally, not fatally, but drastically affected. All right, Maria says let her pay all the fines. Yeah, there is a fine that she will definitely have to pay. But you know, one of my friends, we were talking about it this morning because I was just livid when I read the story, you know. And she was saying to me that, you know, say, some pastors, not saying that this pastor may do it, right? And if you, by the way, if you disagree with anything that I'm saying, please feel free to share as well. Some pastors will bring this forward in church and say, or to their church members and say, boy, you see, they're trying to stop the work of the Lord, right? I think really and truly you guys should help me, or in some way beseech I don't want to beg, I prefer to say beseech the help of their vulnerable and susceptible church members, sisters and brothers. And the reason I'm saying identifying them as vulnerable, there are many Jamaicans who look up to pastors, who look up to police officers, who look up to soldiers, who look up to teachers and principals, who look up to journalists, and whatever we say sometimes is the gospel. And that's why it really, really, really hurts me that somebody who is held in such high regard would find it so appropriate to blatantly disobey Jamaican law. So you're telling me now, as a Christian, it's fine for you, you're exempted from the law? I have an issue with that. I definitely have an issue with that. And if you have an issue with it, I would love to hear your thoughts. Dehana says, it's like folks have never heard of COVID, only us Canadians or Americans. Other folks that have their summer homes here to escape winter adhere to the rules. They look at us strange. I'm going to talk about that some more, because the pastor is not the only Jamaican who is just bypassing the social distancing rule, the ban on public gatherings, right? Connecting from Kingston, Jamaica, Paulette. Hi, Paulette. Gregory says, happens here also. Gregory, I would love to know where you're talking about. Mitri says, there's also an application house party. Explain that to me. What do you mean application house party? Davidson said, just want to rebel to the law. Well, my issue is this, right? If it is that you say that you're following Christ, and I'm in no way trying to chastise all Christians, I'm speaking specifically to this case. If you say that you're following Christ, Christ did not disobey the law. Christ did not disobey the law. So if you're following Christ, why are you disobeying the law? Primrose says, ignorance plus arrogance plus greed. I'm glad you dropped that in, Primrose, because greed is the first thing that came to my mind. Without a doubt, I'm pretty sure she collected offering. Pretty sure. And another consideration is that how many of her members are elderly? There has been several calls by the government to protect our elderly, encourage them to stay in, as the virus may have severe may affect them more than the other persons. And it begs the question, how many of her church members are elderly people? Why couldn't she have set up a digital space, you understand, utilize the technology to host church? Why would you put so many of your members at risk? And I see somebody saying that, you know, you're supposed to charge your members as well because they should be well aware. Look here, you see when pastor and, as I say, when thought leaders put something in your head, it's one of the hardest things to take out, especially if you're not as well educated. So yeah, the government said that, but pastor said this, right? Yeah, my parents said that, but teacher said this. It happens, and it's very sad. And I really, really hope that she do apologize publicly too. I really want to know what you guys think. Alright, Maria says, God help those who help themselves. Disobedience. Simple. Maria, I'm pretty sure that if she decided that she was going to host, alright, say for instance, she's not so familiar with the technology. Let's bring it down simple. You could have done a teleconference. Do something small. Encourage your members to have prayer meeting at home with their family. You understand? Find creative ways. Send them a prayer via text message. You can't host any public gathering at the moment, and this is how you choose to respond to that order by the government. I say she should receive the full blunt of the law. The full blunt. Tracy, hold on, I'm not seeing Tracy's comment. Hold on. Alright, Tracy, your comments will come up. Alright, Mitri says, application for digital for gathering socialism. Exactly. They have characteristics of a narcissist. That's what Mitri also says. Well, you see, my challenge is, you see, when you are put in a place of position, there are so many responsibilities that come with that. And if you are going to take the decision to disobey the order, you understand, then I don't think you should have any position of authority. I won't be staying long on this topic. I just want to share with you this story. I don't know if you saw it. The Jamaica Constabulary Force made the announcement this morning, and I decided, okay, let me talk about this on Jamaicans.com, because I'm pretty sure many of you guys would have known so many people who are fervent Christians who may find it necessary to obey pastor. You understand? So I want you to, as much as possible, encourage your family members, your friends, all your relatives. You understand? People be saying, your neighbor, to obey the social distancing. Just obey what the government is saying, because here's the situation. We're going to be affected. We are already being affected by this thing. Here's the situation in Jamaica now, and I'm widening the conversation to talk about some other stuff. I'm pretty sure you've been seeing some videos being circulated on social media of young people, Jamaicans, basically jeering the government. So they instituted a curfew, right? It started April 1, and they're basically jeering the government as to, oh, I'm not going to my house. When 7:59 come, me there road. Me going to my bed. Some of them have been caught. Some of them have apologized publicly. But my issue is that we're taking this thing too lightly. We are almost at 60 cases, confirmed cases in Jamaica. We have 3. One of them is being investigated. We have 3 COVID-related deaths in Jamaica. And, you know, the rest of the world is looking on Jamaica and say, boy, we're not dealing with this thing good. But I really don't want to reach, I don't want it to reach a situation where they're saying, boy, Jamaica really going to need a lot of support. Maria says these members should be individually fined and the pastors should not be allowed to preach. Bad behavior displayed by a person that our children are taught to hold in high esteem, selfishness and great motive, the behavior. Maxine says, I saw the videos and I'm glad that they were caught and embarrassed in camera. My issue is that there are many Jamaicans who don't understand the implications of this pandemic. They aren't understanding how we are going to have to figure out how to cushion this economic impact, this social impact. There's so many people already drowning in depression, you know, and it's going to get worse. And I caution all of us to just take it seriously. Take it seriously. Even if, because I hear the conspiracy theories as well, even if you don't believe, say, COVID-19 I kill the people then. Let me just say it plainly. Even if you don't believe, if the government said turn your yard, you can't go out on the road beyond 8 p.m. for now. Right? Just turn your yard. Right? Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to be charged, fined, or publicly embarrassed. So if there's any way, I know many of you are overseas, not in the island, experiencing this, but where we stand right now, it's a serious situation where the Jamaican people, they're taking it lightly. And I really don't want to be coming on live next time talking about that the country going to lockdown. Because that is something that was inferred by the Attorney General. She said, and that's Malahu Fort? Yeah. She said, if it is that we are unable as Jamaicans to get it together and obey the Jamaican government's policy, then they may have to take drastic measures. What's the next thing? To shut it down. China did it. China shut down the country, so what is stopping our Jamaican government, such a small island, to do that? Maria is very active today. Thank you. She says we the people must hold them accountable. We should. We should report. I saw somebody commenting say, if I were my neighbor, she couldn't even start sing the first hymn, I would call the police right away. It's ridiculous, man. We have to respect each other. We have to respect each other some more. And we really don't want COVID-19 to kill 2020. So I won't be here for much longer. Really appreciate your feedback and your participation, right? I know many of you may watch this live after it has ended. I encourage you, trust me, I encourage you to comment. I do come back here, respond to all your comments, right? And I encourage you as well, jump on over to my Facebook page, Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt, and continue the conversation with me. If you have a topic that you'd love for me to discuss, please feel free to jump in my DM and tell me. I'm also on Instagram at Mowatt. I'm on YouTube, so all the people who watch YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to YouTube and watch me. It's Ashleigh-Ann Mowatt on YouTube. You must find me. Alright, I'll read the last comment. Paulette says, thank you so much, Donna, for sharing the stream. Please share the stream as well. Paulette says, it's all ignorance. I'm very proud how the government is handling COVID-19. I want the people to handle it just as well. So, as I said before, thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for joining me live. And until next week, take good care of yourself and your families.